to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 8, read.
55. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Check 52.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Silver.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Lindsay. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55, Mike.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's locked. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Rivers. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Check, Queen 80. Hey, Brown 80. Check, Brown 80. Wait, 89.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Black 15.
Settles the mic. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog. That's the way. Watch safety creep. Watch it. Safety creeping. Hey, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The pickup there, 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch your leg.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. And that is incomplete here. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
I got you.
To throw it is Lock. And he comes back with one complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go, baby.
A gain on the play. That's good.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On the double.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Check 31.
Hard. Now.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 39, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got it. 27 Mike. 27 Mike. Mike, 27. Hey, orbit.
Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Red Delta!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there by Gordon. 41 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They run on first down with Jackson. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the curve.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get him down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Army. Check. Check out route.
Look, squeeze.
Checking.
First and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know.
Big grip.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Chargers 21, Broncos 7. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because
under pressure, and they got to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Broncos take over 1st
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Lindsey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This one from 35 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Rivers now from the 50. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Here we go. Go, Mike with you on. Mike with you on. Round. Hey, hop.
From the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete. So we have reached half. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Rocket! Wait, 89!
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake to Gordon. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Set, 180.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I don't think you got it, son.
Play fake. Rivers. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Switch.
Hey, go on.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8, read.
Under crunch.
On first down, Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Locke. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On third and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You gonna see me and your knife. Go out. Twitch. Watch the twitch.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Locke on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready. 50, plant.
Hey, 17, George. Watch 17.
Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, Dean.
Ready.
Locke working out of the gun. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check three.
Hey, easy.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
All right, 180.
Mike, 27.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the 36, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 89.
Operating from the gun. Rivers forced out to his left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, Eckler. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Big grip.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Go.
On second down, here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hamilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Choose the mic. Cut.
Hey, Echo. Dude.
Lock now on first down. And it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They look to throw. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey. Bravo. 52. Block 52. Fifth down.
Throwing now is Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Locke. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Block now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Block going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Melvin Ingram. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.